Hello and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, my name is Taechichu and I don't know what I'm doing. I'll never know what I'm doing, and that's what I'm using as an intro. Hello everyone, how are you? Today I'm coming at you with another Draft League analysis. This time I am in the IBA, also known as the International Battle Association, and this is season 1.5, which is going in between 1 and 2. Obviously, that's where the 1.5 comes from, but that is for it's so that it's how do I explain this? This whole draft was randomized. So basically, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to talk about my randomized picks, what I think is really good about them, what I think is bad, if I'm going to reroll, stuff like that. But this entire draft was randomized. As you can see, we get 1 Gmax, 1 Uber, 3 OU, 3 UU, and 3 RU. If you don't know the tiers, there are certain tiers in Pokemon. OUs, overused, UUs, underused, RU is rarely used, and then Uber is just like the above and beyond Pokemon that like are mainly legendaries for the most part, or like Mega Evolution, stuff like that. But let's get into it. I don't have the names on the side mainly because it was a lot of work to do in Google Slides. So here we are. To start off, it is my Gmax Pokemon is Gmax Colossal. And I think this Pokemon's really interesting. Its stats are pretty okay, especially in the defense and HP department. I'm not sure if I'm going to re-roll this guy. I'm going to see how he goes with week 1. Excuse me. I know he has a really big water weakness and then also a really big ground weakness. We're going to see if we can go through that with the HP and the defense. We're going to see how it goes. I'm not really used to singles. I forgot to say that this is a singles league. But we're going to try it out, see how it goes. If not, I can re-roll for something better. Or you could trade it with someone else. I did get an offer for a Gmax Dreadnought. Okay, so Gmax Colossal is the first pick that I got. My Uber is Duskmane Necrozma. It's interesting because I never really used Duskmane Necrozma. I saw him a little bit back when the Sun and Moon era of ranked began, but that was in doubles. I don't know how he really is. He's a tanky boy, kind of like Colossal. We're going to see how he does. Hopefully he won't get one smacked. I'm really excited to see this man in action. Definitely not a Pokemon that I would want to trade because I think out of the Ubers, this might be one of the better ones to get, especially because it's a Necrozma and Solgaleo, and I always thought Solgaleo was really good. So Duskmane Necrozma, we're going to test that out. Bulky boy, love the bulky boys, and we're going to see how it goes. And he's a Trick Room setter if I really want him to be, so that in case I want to build a slower team, I can Trick Room and I can get all that set. My first OU was Conkeldurr. Now, I haven't really used Conkeldurr in singles, but he's a good fighting type. Probably the best fighting type, if not one of the best fighting types to be using in battling Pokemon. But we're going to see how he does. I was surprised to see that he was an OU, honestly, but I'm really glad. I'm glad to see him, and I want to see where he's going to go. I think that his movesets are pretty good, and he's pretty slow, and, you know, it goes along with the slow type so that I can possibly get a Trick Room off with Duskmane Necrozma. So we're going to see how it goes. I'm super excited. My second OU is Cloyster. Cloyster is a really interesting pick. Or, I mean, I didn't pick it. It was randomized. But it's interesting to see because, especially you can, like, Icicle Spear. There's a lot of things that I could do with Cloyster. I'm really interested. I think I don't remember if he's more... I'm going to look it up really quick. I don't remember if he's more bulky or if he's more... what's it called? Special attack heavy. So I'm just going to look it up. Cloyster. I'm not going to edit this out because this is just my life. So he's another bulky boy with 180 defense stats, which is really interesting. Getting a lot of bulk. We're going to see how it goes with Conkeldurr. Conkeldurr is more of like an attack Pokemon, so we're going to see how that goes. And I'm really interested to see what Conkeldurr... I'm interested to see what Cloyster does and how I can really use him to benefit my team to the most. My third and last OU is one of my favorite Pokemon, Dragapult. I have Dragapult ready for competitive and doubles. I haven't really seen him in singles yet. I'm really interested to see how and what he can do, especially with things such as Phantom Force, Dragon Darts, stuff like that. it's interesting to see, because usually when I see a Dragapult, I think that it's going to either use like Ally Switch or something like that, but in singles, I can't bring Ally Switch. So it's going to be interesting to see what kind of attack moves I can bring, and I can also build him special attack if I really wanted to. So we have a nice little versatile boy there, and people have already asked me to trade for him, and I'm not getting rid of this boy. I also really want a plush of him still. Next, our first OU, we have Shiftry. Look at that angry little tree nut man. I haven't used Shiftry very much, but we're going to see how he does. I'm assuming, if anything, I'll build like a focus sash on him, because I know that he's a little squishy. At least I think so. And he's a good attack mon. I'm getting a lot of attack mons with this, which is fine. I don't mind. But it's really interesting to see. I can't wait to be able to utilize him. I'm not sure like when I'll bring him. I'm not going to bring him for week 1, I don't think. So it'll be interesting to see how that goes. And I've never really used him, so it's interesting. So I'm very excited to. My second UU is Bronzong. I like Bronzong for multiple reasons. He's another Trick Room setter if I really want to bring Trick Room and have, the slow Pokemon go first. He has Gyro Ball, and, he could have Heat Proof. As an ability, he could either have Heat Proof or Gravity. So I think or Levitate, not Gravity, oh good lord. But I think he's really interesting, and he could also be used as a support Pokemon to kind of set things up and be like that kind of setter. He could also have, I think, Heavy Press, but it's going to be interesting to see what this Pokemon does and what I can get him to do. Maybe I could make him, maybe I could just make him a Trick Room setter, or I can make him have more, physical special attack moves. You know what I mean? So it's going to be really interesting to see how much I'm going to be using Bronzong this season. I like him in doubles. I'm interested to see how he does in singles. And finally for UU, we have Sigilyph. I love Sigilyph so much. Sigilyph and Bronzong, I feel, are like two peas of the same pod, but also opposites, if that makes sense. Because Sigilyph has like Tailwind, and Bronzong's more of a Trick Room setter. So if I really want to go faster, I'm definitely going to bring Sigilyph with a little bit of Tailwind. In the ABL, I did draft Sigilyph. I really enjoy him and his moveset with like Heat Wave, Energy Ball. I think that this Pokemon has a lot of utility to it, and I'm really excited to use it, and I think that this Pokemon's super underrated. So I'm really excited to be using this again in another league, because I love this Pokemon. Okay, next. We're finally in the RUs, I think. We have Scrafty. I haven't used Scrafty. I haven't used him in doubles. I don't know why. I just kind of never super used him, although I do think that he is a good Pokemon. It's going to be interesting to see what he can do, and interesting what kind of moves I can bring. He's one of the Pokemon that can bring knockoff, so I'm probably going to be using that to knock some items off of the opponents, because you rarely see knockoff nowadays. So it's going to be interesting to see what this Mohawk Lizard can do. I'm hyped, and hopefully he can pull his pants up by the end of the battle. And our next RU is Krabby! Fun fact, I'm allergic to crabs. Well, all shellfish, really. But it's interesting to see Krabby, especially on, RU and not, on the NU lists, because, I don't know, I've never really thought about using Krabby in a not G-Max form, but it's going to be interesting to see what this crab can do, and it's very odd for me, because I've never done singles, and I'm really excited to be able to go out of my comfort zone and go into singles battles. And I've been practicing a little bit on stream, because I've had some battle requests. Also, I'm at Taechichu on Twitch, if you ever want to join my stream. But this is going to be interesting to see, what Pokemon that I can see can be used in doubles, but also singles. So, I'm interested to see how Krabby can be utilized. Or not Krabby, Kingler. Did I say Krabby? Am I okay? And finally, our last pick is RU. Am I okay? Is Gallade, and RU is Gallade. Gallade, also, very bad picture of him. I'm interested to see what he can do. I'm surprised he's an RU, because I've really kind of seen, whenever I see Gallade, I get kind of afraid. That and Gardevoir, because I think that they're really good Pokemon, and I like their designs a lot. It's going to be interesting to see what he can do. I have a shiny Gallade. I have a lot of interest in this Pokemon, so odds are I will be using him, and I think, if anything in RU, he's going to be one of the better RU mons, and I'm really interested to use him. So, yeah, that's all I have for this draft. if you like this video, please leave a like down below. Comment what you think is going to be a really good Pokemon for you to use, for me to use, and let me know what you think of Gmax Colossal. Is it good? Is it bad? Do you think I should swap it? Do you think I should keep it? Let me know down in the comments below. And also, everyone in the IBA is going to be uploading their battle videos at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time sharp to their YouTube channels. So, and if you want to see the other coaches, obviously I'm the coach for the Dashing Dittos. I probably should have put the logo right there, but I didn't. It's fine. Dashing Dittos are at it once again. We're at the same team. But if you want to see any of the other coaches, their links will be down below. So I think that you guys should check them out. And check out the IBA. Make sure you follow them on Twitter and everything. So, yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye! Boop.